Hi guys. Okay, so I know that I've been a bit scattered with the videos lately, and you know, I'm aware of that. It's, again, like I said in the Christmas video, it's been really hectic in my life, and it is seeming to slow down a little bit in like the work area, so my schedule isn't as hectic, but in another way it is a little bit more hectic because my personal life, like with my mom and everything, has gotten a little bit more hectic. So I probably just overused the word hectic. I don't know if any of you know this, and this isn't like a have pity on me thing, you know, like I don't upload videos and that has nothing to do with my mom, but like, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but my mom is actually disabled. She has multiple sclerosis, and since my older brother is away in the military and my younger brother is actually too young to, he's not an adult yet, he lives with my mom still, it kind of falls on Cody and I to take care of her a little bit, and to kind of support her when she's depressed or down. Because of her being confined to a wheelchair 24/7, it's kind of hard on her because she used to be like a really energetic person. She used to be really like independent, and now, you know, she's having to struggle with some things, and we're getting better, but it's you know, my family, my mom comes over YouTube for me, and I know that there are a lot of YouTube gurus who would like say, you know, when you pick up a YouTube channel, it really like you have to have the time for it, but in all honesty, like that's just a quality of these videos that you guys are going to probably have to get used to. I hope that one day, or you know, preferably soon, my YouTube videos get a little bit more, you know, space to where they are not, you know, sporadic, but I can't promise anything because of the way that my life is right now. Another thing is I wanted to go ahead and point out, I know I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I just realized that if you ever see me not wearing my wedding ring in a video, it's not because Cody and I are having problems or anything. Like, that isn't not it. Cody and I, like, no, that's not even possible. But we, sometimes I'll be doing the dishes or the laundry or something, and because I'm so bad about jewelry falling off of my fingers, I always take my wedding ring off when I'm doing anything. Like, if I'm messing with the sink or something, I always take my ring off, and I always, you know, for some reason, I always seem to forget to put it back on. So, because it's like, I don't know, if you lost your pinky, I don't think you'd really realize you lost your pinky until you needed it. So, I mean, like, it's kind of that thing, it's like another part of me that I just, sometimes I'll leave it there and I won't really think about it, like knowing it's attached to my finger, and then I'll look down and be like, oh, it's not attached. So, anyway, back to where this video is supposed to be at. This video is actually two different things. One, I got some questions in my inbox, or I always say in my inbox, it's my people messaged me, and I also bought a new product today that I'm kind of impressed with that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. So let me go ahead and say really quick, I'm not being sponsored by anybody. Nobody is paying me to do any of this. I know I'll have that in the down box. Cat! Cat! Which one are you? Boomer! Stop it! Yes, you. Oh my goodness. Are you quite done? Thank you. Okay. My cats, it's nighttime right now, and so it's really their time to be awake and terrorizing humans that are trying to sleep, so that's probably why I'm up. So I brought a product today that I was kind of impressed with, so I'm going to go ahead and review that really quick, and then we'll get into the questions. So the product that I bought was actually a really kind of a whim, kind of not. I wasn't actually going to buy a new foundation today. I've been out of foundation for about a week, which seems like a really long time for some people, but because I've been on the run so much, I just literally haven't had time for makeup. So today was actually the first day I even had foundation on after I bought this, and although, as you can see, it's not good for a lot of coverage, it is quite a bit thicker than the foundations I'm used to. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this and review it really quick, and then we'll get into the questions. The foundation is Rimmel London Clean Finish Foundation in 130 True Ivory. It says look 100% poreless. That didn't happen, let me tell you that first off. But makeup companies lie, we all know that. It is, I paid I think $3.50, $4 maybe for this. I know it wasn't over $4 at Walmart, not on rollback or anything, it was full price. And this is 1 ounce, 30 milliliters or whatever, so that's what it says on there. I like this because I really try my hardest to stay away from thicker foundations. As much as I should probably stick to them because I have acne, my acne is just a part of my face now. Like, it literally, I've been struggling with my acne for, well, I'm 19 now, and I developed acne when I was about 11 and a half. So it really, like, anybody who even knows me where I live now, like, when I developed acne, I lived in a whole different part of the state I'm in. So, you know, I was living in Memphis, Tennessee, and now, like, I live in Podunk Town, Tennessee. So nobody here has ever seen me without acne unless I have foundation on. So it really is kind of that thing where it's just like, I am who I am. It's something I'm struggling with, and if you have a problem with that, turn around and walk away. I'm not going to deal with it. So, you know, like, everybody who, like, knows me well enough doesn't really care. So, yeah, so you know, I try and stick away from, like, the thicker foundations because I just feel like they cake on me no matter how expensive they are. I have tried the cheapest cheap Wet n Wild foundations all the way up to, are you done scratching on that, Vivian? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to repaint my house because the cats have scratched everything. We have these posts in the kitchen that you'll see in our future kitchen tour, and the cats have scratched them so badly I have to repaint. It's bad. And we rent this house, so that's even worse. Anyway, so, you know, I've tried the really cheap foundations, and I've also gone all the way up to, like, the higher end, you know, department stores. I went in and got my makeup done by a woman, and even she had problems filling in because I have so many different types of acne. I have cystic acne, and I also have, like, you know, blackheads and all this other stuff. So I literally have a very difficult case of acne. I've been to dermatologists. It's just literally a battle. But this one was really nice because although it was heavy enough to feel like a winter foundation, I don't feel like it's cakey. Now, the blendability was not all that great, although this is the best foundation I've ever found close to my skin tone. No matter how close a foundation looks on my face to my skin tone, it always leaves a line right here. I can never get it light enough, even in, like, the lightest ivories, and I'm not that pale. So, you know, like, I'm not really dark, but I'm not really pale either. So for it to look that dark on me when it's, like, pure ivory is odd. I even go so far as to, like, sometimes I have to use baby powder as my finishing powder because I need to lighten it up. So this is actually a really good match for my skin. I don't know if you can see in the lighting or not, but I have no line whatsoever. My neck does look a little bit darker than my face, but that's simply the lighting. I'm all matching. So that's really nice. It's the first time that's ever happened. But like I said, the blendability, like, when I got around the eye area, I think I would avoid that area if you're using this foundation because it didn't blend in anything really well, the creases and things like that. It did kind of, you know, what do you call it, crease a little bit, so I would stay away from that. And it, like I said, not the best coverage, but then again, I didn't try and cover very well with, like, adding extra, so we'll see. As a first impression, I think this is definitely something I'll repurchase, but as time goes on, we'll see. Now, on to the questions. These are questions that were inboxed to me. First, let me point out really quickly, I don't understand why people haven't been leaving me questions in the comments. You guys do know that, like, I'm not an angry person. Like, if you leave me a comment, I'm gonna answer you back no matter what. I've gotten a few comments and questions, but not nearly as many as I get in my inbox with each video. So it kind of confuses me. I don't really understand, and I actually had to go in and check and make sure I didn't accidentally have my comments disabled on some of my videos because somebody told me that I did, and I didn't. So not really understanding that. And now YouTube's changed their whole layout, and I'm confused again. So I'm figuring this out as we go. You guys can go on this journey with me. So we'll get started with some of these questions. I think I'm asking these questions correctly because, as rude as this sounds, a lot of people need to work on their grammar. I honestly couldn't understand some of the questions, so I will try and answer them as best as possible. Tattoos. The question was, how many and where are they? I only have one tattoo, and it is on my shoulder, right here. It is a sparrow. It seems a bit odd. It seems like kind of a manlier tattoo to have it on my shoulder, I think, but it's actually not finished yet. I'm going to get it colored in and have my younger brother's name written on it. It's for him, and it's not in, like, memory of anything. He is perfectly alive and well, but I won't say he's my favorite brother, but he's my brother, like, we've been through more together than, I would say, he's the only brother I have right now that I could see myself getting a tattoo for. So, I really can't explain it other than that without, like, a really long, drawn-out story. But I actually have him. He's my youngest brother, Zachary, and he's 13. And then I have a brother who I didn't grow up with, and he lives in Florida. He's actually a half-brother. All of my brothers are half-brothers. And So he's a younger brother, Gregory, and then I have an older brother, Corey, who is in the military. So he's 20 this year, 21, 20 this year, yeah. So he's 15 months older than I am, so that's always amazing. We, all of us except for Gregory have the same mom, and I share my dad with Gregory, so that's really awesome. And so, yeah, tattoos. I'm a very kind of tattoo kind of girl. Growing up, I always thought I'd be the kind of girl that had like sleeves and things like that. I always thought tattoos were wonderful art and very personal, but Cody doesn't really understand them. So I've kind of backed off of the tattoo viewpoint for a while, because when you get married, my viewpoint is that my body's not just my own anymore, it's also my husband's. So what I do to my body, I feel needs to please my husband as much as it does me. So to get tattoos that aren't pleasing to him or to his eye, or that he feels aren't right for me, while he's definitely the kind of husband who takes my views into account, in the end, I give him personal veto. So this is actually the only tattoo I have, and he's going to let me get it finished, and he doesn't like it, but he doesn't hate it either. Like, he doesn't feel anything towards it. He says it's just a part of me. So I guess that's good. And yes, my parents do know about it. My dad was none too happy. He flipped a nut. Thank God, he was two states away at the time. And my mom is actually the one that paid for it. It was for my 18th birthday. So yeah, she knows about it. So anyway, next question. This one was the one I was talking about grammar. So if you're reading this, I'm not like bashing on you or anything, and I'm not going to call names on these questions either. If you ever send me a question and you want me to answer it in a video, let me know. I'm not going to tell your name or anything. Like, I'm not going to be like, you said this. No, okay, I'm not that kind of person. You'll know who you are. So the person who sent me this one, I'm not bashing on you or anything, but I really couldn't understand your question. So if I'm not answering it correctly, message me again and like Google your question so that maybe, you know, like I can understand it. I'm sorry. And the question was, are Cody and I legit married? I don't know if that meant, are we legitimately married? Like, is there a way to stage a marriage? Yes, we are legally married in the state of Tennessee. We, on December 17th of 2010, we did get married in front of a pastor and family and friends, and so it was wonderful. And so yes, I am legitimately married, as much as I forget my wedding ring. And so the next question, how old am I? I'm 19. And the next part of that question was, how old was I when I got married? I was 18 when I got married. Very young, I know, but I didn't really see anything in my life that I wanted to do that I didn't want Cody with me doing it. So when I reached that point in my life, you know, as odd as it sounds to reach that point at 18, where everything from that point on, I saw myself doing it with Cody, I knew it was time. So yeah, that explanation is for me and Cody, not really for anybody else. And the last question, I could have just deleted, but I thought it was hilarious, so I kept it in here. And if you watch this, you cracked me up. You made my day. Now I'm wondering if I have a stalker, which is odd. Don't ask me to show my feet. Don't do that crazy crap. That scares the crap out of me, seriously. The question was, where do I live? I live in Tennessee, somewhere over the rainbow. In land not far away. I don't really know what else to say other than that. I'm not going to tell people where I live. That's like showing my bank receipts and stuff. No, that's not going to happen on here. Sorry. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions or a debate maybe on the foundation or anything like that, comment below so that anybody else who might have that question, I can go ahead and only answer it once, but if you want me to answer your question in a video, I will try my hardest. Let me know your specification, and if you don't want me to call your name, or if you do, yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video, and a huge shout out to my friend Livy, who did my Christmas tag. I tagged her on Facebook, so she actually has a YouTube channel, Livy and Pimping You Out. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm going to put her link to her YouTube channel in the bottom bar below. Go check her out. She's amazing, and she's got a beautiful voice that I am so envious of. And you guys should go check her out and subscribe to her, and while you're at it, subscribe to me for more awesomeness, and I'll see you guys later.